I'm thinking this is the parking for the guest right here. This is for the house. It's the trash can.
This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. We are at 20762 Ingomar Street, Winnetka, California, performing a video sewer inspection through the 3-inch ABS mainline cleanout to the right of the front door in the concrete area, just right to the right of the front door. Right now, we've already run out. This is the second part of our inspection, and it is February 5th, 2020. We're in the city sewer right here. This is our connection. We're going to begin pulling back now and just view the line on the way back. We've already run out, taken a look at the line. Those joints have a little bit of an offset, but not terrible. You got a large separation and a large offset in this joint right here. You can see the entire face of the pipe on the left-hand side, and right on the outside of the face of that is the ground, is the dirt. So this joint is probably leaking pretty well into the ground, and a very large separation. We pull back a little ways, and the next joint's got a pretty good offset, but not terrible. Not a large separation in that joint. Still appears to be maintainable. That joint appears to be in fair condition. We are in the 6-inch vitreous clay lateral in the street. The next joint appears to be in fair condition. The 6-inch vitreous clay lateral, city lateral in the street, is the responsibility of the homeowner. The next joint appears to be in fair condition, just a very minor offset right there, still pretty tight, not a large separation. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. It does look like this line may have been hydrojetted at one time, so there may have been a substantial amount of roots possibly. You do have a little bit of root intrusion in this joint. Could be a fairly large root. The head of the root could be fairly large, but can't really tell for sure. Got a lot of hairline roots around it. Joint has a minor offset, but not terrible. Still maintainable. Then you're coming back and you're reducing. That's the 6-inch, and this is the 4-inch. So this is the 4x6-inch city lateral transition that is right in the grass area, the little pie-shaped grass area. As you're looking at the house from the street, it's right to the left of the driveway on the house side of the sidewalk. That's the 4-inch to 6-inch connection. Then we have a connection. We're transitioning right here. We've got a little bit of an offset, but that's in probably a rubber coupling. Transitioning to ABS plastic, and this is where the tie-in is, right to your right. Probably coming from the new ADU, the adult accessory dwelling unit that is just to the left of the driveway. We have a short piece of ABS plastic, and we're going to transition. We got a pretty large offset there, but it is on the bottom side, so it's not as serious as if it was on the top side and we were hitting up against it, debris going out, catching and such. So we're going to continue pulling back, and that's in the driveway area. Excuse me. Have numerous cracks here. Numerous cracks, root intrusions. The brake is actually offset, it's shifting, and this is not in good condition. This area is in need of replacement or repair. And there's other areas as well that are in need of replacement or repair. Here they've got some substantial cracking in the pipe and brakes and some root intrusion. That's in the driveway area as well. And we have numerous cracks here, really broken pretty badly, going from the face of the pipe inward and then going across the pipe. And then we have pretty substantial root intrusion on both sides. We have some cracking here from the face of the pipe going from about the 5 o'clock area up toward about the 1 o'clock area, and then teeing off at about the 2 o'clock area. So the piping's cracked quite a bit. We have cracking in this area all the way from maybe the 11 o'clock to about the 3 o'clock area, or even around to the 1 o'clock area. And a little bit of root intrusion, and then also cracked coming back toward the face of the pipe at about the 6 o'clock area. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint we can't tell for sure, but it does appear to have a crack from about the 7 o'clock area to the 9 o'clock area. That joint is separated. There's quite a gap between the two joints right there, between the two pieces of pipe. Pretty large offset and separation in this joint as well. You can see a big old gap between it. Then we're coming back up, and we got a little minor offset and separation at the bottom, but not terrible. And you got a pretty large offset here. You can see we're dropping down into the pipe. You can see how much lower that bottom piece of the pipe is. At the top, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see almost the whole face of the pipe at the top. And now we're pulling back, and we're back into ABS plastic, and we're pulling back up and out of our mainline clean out. We're going to pause for a moment.